A dream can be a powerful thing. Anything is possible. A dreamer isn't held back by traditional rules or ways of thinking. The only limits are the boundaries of the unconscious imagination. Except for the fortunate few who dream while wide awake. We call them the movers and the shakers. Inventors. Entrepreneurs. They create new paradigms and new companies. AMSOIL Incorporated is one of those companies. One man, one idea that changed an industry and eventually became all this.
The idea was synthetic lubrication. As a fighter pilot, my father, Lieutenant Colonel Al Amatuzio, drew his inspiration from the synthetic lubricants in the jets he flew. As an entrepreneur, he applied these same ideas to the automobiles everyone drives. In 1972, Al Amatuzio and AMSOIL Incorporated introduced the world's first API-rated synthetic motor oil. The other motor oil companies may have raised a collective eyebrow, but one by one, they followed AMSOIL's lead. And today, synthetics are the industry benchmark for superior performance and quality. Millions of vehicles rolling off the assembly line, including many of the most exclusive vehicles in the world, are factory-filled with synthetic lubricants.
AMSOIL, the company Al Amatuzio founded in Superior, Wisconsin, is still headquartered at the head of the Great Lakes. But today, under his continuing leadership, it's the nucleus of a global manufacturing and distribution network. The technology has also expanded. Thanks to a corporate culture that remains dedicated to the spirit of innovation, AMSOIL's product line has evolved to extend the benefits of synthetic lubrication to applications ranging from chainsaws to heavy industrial equipment. Nothing is too big or too small.
The name AMSOIL represents the height of lubrication technology and the height of human creativity. These days, you can't have one without the other, not if you want to compete in a world marketplace. In the most successful companies, one drives the other. At AMSOIL, science and inspiration have carried us all to unimagined heights. That's the legacy of Al Amatuzio.
This company fills me with pride. It's the archetype of a great idea, transformed by hardworking people into quality products. It's the embodiment of a dream, all right. The American dream.
The biggest difference between a conventional lubricant and synthetic lubricant is basically where they come from. Conventional oils are obtained through the distillation of crude oil. Synthetics, on the other hand, are chemically engineered and basically man-made.
In a mineral oil, you get a lot of undesirables. You've got hydrocarbons that aren't refined, you get gases, you get waxes, you get things that don't have any real true beneficial lubricating qualities to them. Whereas with the AMSOIL synthetics, what you get is what you pay for, a lubricating product that's been designed in the lab to deliver performance at a prescribed type setting, so to speak.
Because of the molecular structure of the material that's within the conventional base material, it can be negatively affected and deteriorate or oxidize when exposed to temperature. Synthetics, on the other hand, are more uniform in nature. They are more thermally stable. They're what they call saturated, which gives them a far greater resistance to thermal breakdown. One of the big advantages of that, not only is their ability to function and protect in high temperature applications better than conventionals, but it results in a life expectancy significantly longer than what can be provided by conventional base stocks.
So today we know that not all synthetic motor oils are created equal. Just like conventional motor oils, some are better than others. So we went back to the experts and asked, what sets AMSOIL apart?
Well, AMSOIL is a little bit different than other synthetic producers because we're not linked to any base stock or base oil supplier or additive supplier. So what we do is we look around the entire world and we find the best technology available anywhere, and then we'll bring 2, 3, 4 different types of base stocks together along with the best additives that we can find, and that's how we make our synthetic fluids. Where other people might be locked into they have to use one certain base oil, we don't have those restrictions, and as a result we produce the best we feel in the world.
The key and one of the real advantages that AMSOIL has as a company is we can sit down, look at the application, and then select the type of synthetic base material or blend of synthetic base material that will provide the greatest level of performance and benefit for an application. We are not restricted by the use of only one type of synthetic material. We can go out and make sure that it's the best.
So now we know what sets AMSOIL apart, but how does the consumer benefit?
The big advantages to the consumer in terms of synthetic lubricants are overall engine protection. People are keeping vehicles a lot longer. They want those engines to last longer. So the synthetics provide that engine protection over a long period of time. Number 2 is people are busy. They don't have time to change their fluids. Because synthetic fluids last a lot longer, you have the convenience of not having to change them nearly as often as you do with conventional products.
Overall cost effectiveness. The value proposition when you use a synthetic far outperforms anything you can achieve with a petroleum product, and that's probably the biggest benefit of a synthetic. Many studies in the marketplace have demonstrated fuel economy benefits when you use a synthetic, and that's because it's more slippery. I mean, if you compare synthetic to petroleum, the synthetic's more slippery, and even major OEMs like GM, Ford, and Eaton make claims regarding what a synthetic product can deliver as far as fuel economy benefits in an engine, which in today's marketplace is pretty important when you consider the rapidly escalating cost of fuels.
So there you have it. What oil should you be using? I'm Rob Stenberg. We'll see you next time.